So this is Wuthering Waves, 11 minutes of exclusive gameplay from IGN. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I've heard this is a Genshin Impact clone or some kind of better Genshin Impact, basically. So from this, I can see that we have a party system that is probably not other players. And some kind of boring side quest. Or maybe not boring. Reach destination in 9 seconds. Okay, so we got some interesting, like, laser whip parkour. I mean, if you're gonna go for the magical, mystical, don't make any logical sense style, you might as well. It looks kind of fun. Alright, we got a glider. Oh, we got Naruto wall climbing. Never thought I'd be seeing Naruto wall climbing, but I'm down. So it's always good. I'm gonna stop for a second. It's always good when games have just random challenges, even if it's like doesn't make sense. So games that like are able to see that they are just a game, that's always good. That always does good. People enjoy that. Like in Lost Ark when they had the little seed things, and it's like, okay, just it's random things. Like Lost Ark was the epitome of this. Just an insane amount of random stuff to just do and collect. And it's kind of a throwback to old like 90s games. Like I don't know, old 90s games always had 100% completion. Well, if there's games that just have like parkour and just random things like this, that definitely makes the game a lot more fun for most people. And then the items, I saw the items down there, they look like just ridiculous random stuff, but it's probably used for either crafting or for gacha pulls or something, depending on what system they use for this. What I feel like this is a combination of Nier Automata and Genshin Impact. Anyone else getting that vibe? I feel like that's the vibe I feel right now with this. Union XP, Training Gauntlet. Wuther Rye. I don't know what this Wuther thing is. Just random lore. Oh my god. That's something I could never get into in any MMO ever. When there was just like the random lore on a barrel or something. I don't know how anyone could be interested in that. Though I know there are people out there who are interested in that, but it never worked for me. I saw that and I'm like, no, please skip. No, God, no. Why'd I click it? I mean, like, the landscape looks nice. The environment looks kind of nice. Like, it looks like it could be fun to explore. Though it kind of has a vibe of... I can't remember the name of that one that just came out recently. There was one that came out recently that was, like, really weird. I can't remember. I even played it for a few days. I can't remember what it was called. It, like, blew up for, like, a week or two, and then it just died. This is, like, the case with a lot of MMOs. So... Okay, we got our first bit of combat. Here's what I say. It's like, man, this is just really nothing, like a nothing burger trailer. But all right, so let's see what the combat's like. We already saw it at the beginning, I think, but let's see it again. Oh yeah, so it's like Genshin Impact where you swap characters on the fly in order to use their abilities. I think that's how Genshin Impact works, actually. I'm not a big Genshin person. I mean, more or less, the combat looks fun. It's okay. Although, it is the pointless combat where it's just like, hey, there are like 7 enemies that are just wandering around in a circle and don't really move, which the most, like, literally the most cliche game mechanic in the entire world. Just enemies that just sit still and don't do anything and wait for you to kill them. This is so much UI. This is so much UI. Oh my goodness. This is a problem with a lot of games nowadays. You first start the game, they have so much UI to throw at you that you just feel overwhelmed when you see it. And it's not till you're like 5 hours deep into the game that you've like over time slowly interacted with it enough to where it doesn't feel overwhelming anymore. And you're like actually willing to look at it and understand every little detail in it. So looking at this, I don't even know what this echo equipment, select an echo. The animals that she summoned. I saw the wolf thing, so I guess this is like the summons. And the summons are kind of like, think of Lost Kingdom summons or Final Fantasy VII summons, where it's not a persistent summon. It's you turn into the summon, attack, and then you're done. That's what it looked like at least. And then summon adult, allow breath, dealing 13% of thermo damage. 20-second cooldown. Yeah, so it's just abilities, basically. A really weird way to have abilities, but it's abilities. And then this just attack, HP, defense, pretty basic stuff. We got the other characters on the right that this person could swap between, I guess. I wonder if they only have 5 out at a time. You got to like, go back to a city to swap them out with others, or if it's just 5 in the game currently. I don't know. Okay. And then Union XP, I guess, is rep. We got Echo Showcase. I don't even know what those other... There was picture mode. Okay, and you can just hang out and look at your little echoes, as they're called, which are little animals. So it's basically like Genshin Impact meets Pokemon. Not really, though. Pokemon is much more intensive than that with that, but you know what I mean. Oh my god, did we just... Wait, did we just chop the bird out of the sky? Oh no, there was a bird down there. On the... Okay, there's a bird down low. I was gonna say, I was like, my god, the hitboxes are a little jank. Never mind. A many-banded gecko. Yeah, so this is basically Genshin Impact. You just go around picking up butterflies, picking up lizards and things, picking up random things. I wish I remember that random one that came out that like blew up for like a month. I think it was like half a year ago or something, because it feels a lot like it's like that mixed with Genshin Impact. This seems like one of those games where you're just going to get a trillion different unique items, and you just have no idea what like 90% of them even do. You're just like, what am I even doing with all this stuff? Unless there's some way to just like disassemble bulk of just like just destroy all these and give me something else. We got feather overtones on the echoes, whatever that was.
I resonate with winds.
Something she just did, maybe acquire. I think she like, what, she like break one down or something? Alright, more combat. I mean, I would want to sit here and say, oh, the combat's repetitive, but is that really the case? I mean, look how popular Genshin Impact is long term, when its combat's pretty much the exact same thing. And it's like, even though it's extremely repetitive and the game's extremely repetitive, there's something about it that just appeals to completionists that they just want to play forever. I mean, because there's also people who just want the gacha waifus, but, you know, I think the biggest thing for most players to play Genshin is the never-ending completion of just constantly working towards collection is super fun. All right, we got emotes. Be careful, liar. What is... Wait. Oh my gosh. Wait, they have the Dark Souls thing. They have the, From Software thing of putting down little messages. That's funny. I feel like that's a system that's not used enough. I feel like From Software's like the only people I've ever seen that do that, and it's actually really fun. It just makes the game feel more alive. Makes you feel not alone, even though you are totally alone. Feels bad, man. What is this? Resonators. So they're called resonators in this game. Is this like it might be like a random world quest, or it's like a one-time thing, or it's persistent, or daily. I'm not sure what this is exactly at this point, but yeah, I'm not sure if this is a one-time or a random or repetitive. It's a another regardless of which one it is, another cliche mechanic, which is just you walk in an area and there's this thing to do, and it's just like, and the thing is, these enemies stand around in a circle until you kill them. So, but hey, I mean, you know, big thing with a lot of these game developers, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's really what their philosophy is. So it's like, if people are gonna play it and people are gonna do this, then just do what everyone else did, and you know, make your money and be happy. Until the right time. So this is what a boss battle seems like. I never played much Genshin. That just looked like about how Genshin feels, though. One thing I do have to admit, it was real nice about Genshin, and I guess this game too, is the combat is going to be like relatively skill-based. You move, you dodge, you use abilities. You get hit when you actually get hit. Okay, so that was a challenge. Now I don't know. That's probably I'm gonna guess that's a one-time challenge, because this is like Genshin. I mean, unless am I wrong on this? Genshin is not actually an online game. I mean, it is, but it isn't it? Like, you just play by yourself. You don't actually run around and see people everywhere. I could have sworn that's how Genshin was, at least. I never played it past level like 5. But that's like how this game is. So I'm guessing that was a challenge. It was a one-time thing. It was the first time they went there, it's there, and then once they do it, it's not there anymore, and it's part of completion for the area if you want to do 100% completion of the area. Oh, I stress the bottom right says UID. This game is still in closed beta. Didn't even notice that till now. And then the abilities. We got T, E, Q, and E, E. Oh my gosh. These buttons. Why not 1, 2, 3, 4? What? Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3. That's swapping characters. So we got R, Q, E, X. What about F? Is F used for something critical? Maybe F is interact, so they don't want to do F. That's, I don't know. It's reasonable. It's a little weird to get used to buttons like that, but you know, it'd be fine. After like a day, you'd just be normal. Light mutant structure, normal grade rubber bracelet, raw meat, poultry, a stone pile plain. I see a cow in the background. There's cows. And knowing this game, you're gonna kill them and you get meat from them, and that's the whole reason they exist. Knowing this game. Well, so interacting with the info board is what gave those 3 things, I think, for that instance. Oh my gosh, that's literally like Atomic Heart when I fought the cow and it like horse kicked me. Alright, what is this thing? Looks like a hidden chest? I don't know. Yeah, so, I mean, as far as I can tell, this is basically just going to be Genshin Impact. I mean, it's just a different version of Genshin Impact with different bells and whistles on it, and I don't know if Genshin Impact has the laser whip thing. I mean, someone will probably say in the comments if the video gets enough views, but I know it has the glider thing. It's collecting ramp stuff. I wish I could remember the name of that one, though. There was that other MMO that came out that was, like, similar to this, and I remember playing it for, like, 2 days, and all I did was just, like, pick up flowers and things. I didn't even play the game hardly. It was so out there. It was like Lost Ark, where the story was just, like, completely on LSD. This feels like some, right here, this part, this exact thing that's happening, just feels like some random thing from World of Warcraft Dragonflight. Like, WoW Dragonflight had just random stuff like this that you would do. I feel like the amount of time... Are you seeing this? The amount of time that they give? Oh, it's a little cut off on the top. I just realized I have my browser cut a little bit. Oh, and I gotta fix that on the next one. Okay. Let me actually fix that right now for us. But yeah, do you notice at the top, the amount of time that you have for this? It actually is way too much time. You have 2 minutes in order to get these, and they're like... You only need like 45 seconds, and they give you 2 minutes to do it. It's crazy. I didn't realize I messed that up on my other React content. Oh well. It's a learning process. We're going with React content for a while just for the hell of it. Alright, so... I don't really know what else to say about this, man. Like, it's gonna be the same thing over and over again. You're just gonna run around, you're gonna pick stuff up, you're gonna go gliding around, you're gonna pick up random chests, you're gonna do random challenges, you're just gonna explore, you're gonna look at the random cell-shaded environment, take random screenshots, apparently. And that's about it. Yeah, that was a very, very abrupt end to that. That was unexpected. Okay, well, either way, that was 11 minutes of exclusive gameplay from Wuthering Waves. So, yeah, there you guys go. Genshin Impact clone, basically. I don't know. I'll link this in the description. You want to check it out. But, yeah, that's Wuthering Waves.